Hello everyone and welcome to my NHL 15 reveal breakdown. So if you guys don't know, the NHL 15 has been revealed with an awesome trailer, which is in the comments below. Everything that I'll talk about, I'll also send a link to the page that EA has written up, but I'll pretty much break it down and go in a bit more depth with you. Just a quick note, the gameplay is my GM Connected League, and it's Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final, and I can win the Stanley Cup pretty much. The score's 0-0 and going into the third period, but we'll get started. So the first thing that I would take away from the trailer, if you haven't watched it already, as I said, it's in the description below, is that we're going with a new commentary team, which is massive, because EA was signed up to ESPN till 2019, I'm pretty sure, but there was a clause to get out of it this year. They've obviously, whatever clause they had has got out of it, so they have a new NBC sports package, and game day presentation comes from there. So Doc Emmerich and Eddie will be in the broadcast booth, and TSN analyst Ray Ferrero will provide insights on at ice level. So that's the big thing. The big thing is the presentation. It's going to be completely revamped. There's also going to be things from pre-game in real life that will go into the video commentary in the game. So that's some pretty cool stuff. And it kind of is trying to make the game blurred from real life, and they're trying to come with a much better package presentation, which is great. Let's face it, this was something that needed to happen come next gen. It needed to be revamped ASAP. It was very flat and stale. I mean, not that it was bad, it's just it's been done, we've dealt with the same commentary for the last 7 years, if not longer, and things needed to be changed. So yeah. So next up, I'll start from the start, but the next thing is 12-player NHL collision physics. So that's obviously what they're calling the new physics engine. Some things to take out of it. I'll obviously skip over a few things, but the main thing is just to make things feel more authentic and everything like that. So these are some things that it says. Every player on the ice is governed by physics at all times. Feel the hard-hitting chaos of NHL hockey through true-life secondary collisions, net scrambles, and player pile-ups, capturing the desperation of every shift. As long as they don't overdo this, and it's kind of something that just sort of happens. I'm not sure why there's a big please wait there. Obviously, we had a bit of lag or something like that going on in the game, but anyway. Real puck physics, so that's something else they're improving. Again, this is all hearsay, so it'll be interesting to see if we get a better look at it at E3. But it's saying that it's going to be a lot more realistic. Everything on the ice, including the ice, is live, so I don't know if it gets scratched up before the end of the period and it's a bit more unpredictable. It's what it's saying, that the puck itself is a bit more unpredictable. So that's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out. I'm glad that it's just not a flat puck that just does everything. It's going to roll a bit. It's going to do a bit of everything. So I'm pretty happy with that. It sounds like we're going to get, if we want to, it sounds like we're going to get a bit better of an NHL experience. I'm not sure how that's going to go for the casual gamer, but I'm pretty stoked with what I'm hearing. But I always get pretty amped up for this. Okay, next thing is unprecedented player likeness. Now, I don't know how many players are in the likeness thing. I know they brought in the Columbus Blue Jackets did a photo up for their Twitter, and they sent about 9 players to EA to get their likeness redone. So I don't know if it's going to be similar for every team or if it's just the Blue Jackets, but hey, apparently they're, with it next gen, obviously they're using a lot of the same technology from UFC and a few other games. Well, it just says EA Sports UFC, the new one that's coming out, but I'm not sure what the likeness is in that. Next thing is Superstar Skills Stick. So it's going to be a revolutionary skill stick where you can protect the puck, receive passes without breaking stride, things like that. It sounds like only superstars will have this ability, which is good in the sense that it will separate superstars from the regular players. Like at the moment, I can do a deke with Craig Adams, and that's, if you guys have watched his game, that he doesn't do that all too often, but I can do it, and it would be nice to have that separation, the degree of separation. It's also not cool that if it does limit everything, because Ben Eager scored a really good goal a few years ago, and obviously things like that wouldn't happen, but we'll see how it goes. So the thing that I'm really excited about is authentic arenas. So they're going to capture the NHL franchise arena for every franchise and just make a proper home environment, and it's going to be a lot, as they say here, it's going to be a lot better compared to where the season they are, things like that. They'll boo you on the power play. That's something that I've heard, that they boo you on a power play. If you're not doing well for a long stretch of time, you know what I mean? Like, you get frustrated fans and things like that. I'd like to see a bit more. I'm not seeing anything with game modes yet. That's something that we can hopefully, looking into later. Living crowds is the next one, which is kind of in the same essence as the arenas. But there'll be 9,000 individual crowd models. So when you score a goal, it's not the same 5 people jumping in the air. Which is which is going to be very good, I think, and they're gonna, apparently you feel their behaviour change after dropping the gloves, landing a big hit, scoring a clutch goal. The crowd is much more alive and much more into it. I think they chance as well. I heard from if you're behind and things like that, like they do in game. When you're in a game, you're watching your favourite team play. They're down by a goal, you get the, say, I'm a Penguins fan, so you get the let's go Pens for that last minute drive, or like in the Columbus series against the Penguins, the fans were a huge impact in that, definitely. Winding down in this game, I've definitely got to get through this. Vision AI, so they've, obviously with the cloud and the added processing power of next gen, they've been able to upgrade the AI of level of intelligence, player reading, reacting for potential plays, scoring errors, recognition, pass interception, and enhancement team breakouts all improve the flow of the game. So, it is very interesting to see. We've heard a lot of things with the AI. This is the only one of them I was a bit more skeptical on. Everything else I think is going to be really good. I think they're going to upgrade everything when it comes to presentation, when it comes to looks. It's going to look a lot better. The way also the jersey flows, that's the other thing, there was the jersey here. Authentic player models. So now there's also 3 distinct layers. I'll get to what I was saying before, but I'll make sure I run over this. There's 3 distinct layers of the jersey: the body, the equipment, and the jersey itself. Each layer interacts differently. That's what I said in my last video, the one where I said this is going to come out, that the actual jersey itself looks really good, really authentic. And so apparently some dynamic cloth technology, but we don't need to really know that. The AI thing out of all of this is the only thing that I'm a little bit worried about. Also, we haven't heard anything about game modes, but obviously that will probably come E3. So as I said, the link to read all of this is below. The trailer link is below. I recommend doing that. You gotta hear Doc Emmerich, go off his tree. I just couldn't score that third goal, but I got a win there that made Ottawa win their first Stanley Cup, which is always good. But yeah, I am very excited for what I see here. Again, it's all proof in the pudding. One thing I probably should have said, it's next gen. No word on whether this is going to be on the previous gen consoles, being the 360 and that. They're not really pushing that. There's also a cover vote on at the moment, so I'll put the link for the cover vote down below. I'll also be putting videos out for the cover vote later, because I really want to see if we can get some horrendous player to be on the cover just for the laugh, or at least see if we can get him to go a few rounds or something like that for something fun. But anyway, guys, thanks heaps for watching. I put in a lot of effort to make sure I was one of the first people to put this video up, so make sure you share it around, like it, subscribe if you want to get more NHL 15 news. This is just a real quick breakdown. I'm just really putting into layman's terms. In a few days, I'll probably proper dissect anything else that comes out. We can really sit down and dive into what might be the next steps, which could get quite interesting. Make sure you comment below if you're excited or you've got any sort of apprehensions or anything like that coming out. But thanks heaps for watching this video. Have a good day. See you and bye.